What's going on, people? It's your boy Phurzaah here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys the easiest way to get all of the best loot within Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. So we're going to be going in game with a character that pretty much has nothing on him. As you guys can see, this operator has nothing, and we're pretty much just going to go in and I'm going to show you guys how to loot the best spots in the game and how to loot effectively in order to get all of those rare consumables and rare acquisitions and stuff like that. Now I'm going to be bringing in a Scorcher case just so I can get around the map really easily and quick. This is going to make this really OP. So if you guys want to farm really fast, I would highly suggest bringing in a Scorcher case if you have one. Now if you guys don't have the Scorcher case or you guys don't have the Scorcher plans yet, join the Discord. The link's in the description below. People will help you. People can drop you these things and no problem. We're also going to be bringing in Death Perception, which is going to be the #1 key when you guys want to go ahead and loot in Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. This is going to make your life so much easier, I promise you. We're also going to be bringing in a few more perks. We're going to be bringing Stamina up so we can move fast. We're going to be also bringing in Quick Revive simply because we are going to be looting the tier 3 zone as well. So this is going to allow us to regen our health 50% faster when we do get hit by the zombies. And we're also going to be bringing in Juggernaut as well so that we can sponge the zombies a little bit more and take one more hit. So as you guys can see, we're not bringing in a lot, just those 4 perks and then the Scorcher case so we can move around fast. We do have an Aether Blade as that is already popped, and we are going to be bringing in decoy grenades. Now you guys can bring in a gun if you want to. I'm simply not going to bring in a gun this game simply because we're only going to be strictly looting, pretty much going from 0 to hero this game. By the end of the game, I assume we're going to have a large backpack that's full with stuff. Hopefully we do also have a legendary armor plate, and we do have a few other things to max out our operator as well. So that's pretty much the goal. Hopefully we do achieve it, and you guys will be able to see that it's not actually that hard to get a lot of these rare consumables in game, especially if you guys are actually trying to go after them. And just to be super clear guys, we're not doing any contracts, we're not trying to go after schematics, we're only trying to go after the rare consumables. So without further ado, let's just head straight in game and I'll show you guys the easiest way to loot in Modern Warfare 3 Zombies effectively. Okay, so we're now in game. As you guys can see, we do have a tombstone on the map, but we're not going to be interacting with that tombstone until the end of the game, just simply so that we can break it, crumble it, so that it's their next game for us. But we're not going to be touching it at all until the end of the game, so you guys will see exactly what we pick up. So that's not going to interrupt anything, so don't worry about that too much. We're going to go ahead and pop all of our perks and our Scorcher case as well straight off the bat, and from here we're just going to go straight into the tier 2 zone. So from here, the first location which we're going to loot is going to be Popoff Power. Apparently over here there's a building, I think it's this one in particular, and that has really good loot, so we're going to check that location over there. Now one thing to note guys, is a good option if you do want to bring in a gun would be the RGL launcher. Now if you guys are bringing in the RGL, make sure you bring in PhD flopper so that you don't take any damage when you are shooting it, and also make sure that you bring in a pack-a-punch tool so that you can pack-a-punch it straight off the bat, because you do need it pack-a-punch for it to actually be quite effective. Now the reason why we didn't bring it in this game is simply because that is 3 items that we need to bring in for that one weapon, so I didn't think it was worth it. I thought that we might as well just come in with a few perks and the Scorcher. But the RGL is a lovely option simply because it allows you to go ahead and loot up all of the infested strongholds and stuff like that really easily, and you guys can actually find quite a lot of loot in there. So as you guys can see, we're at Popoff Power. We're just going to go ahead and loot these lockers right here, and straight off the bat we got a 2-plate vest, and we've got a medium rucksack, which is absolutely amazing. And wow, we got a large backpack in that one. So look, straight off the bat guys, we got a large backpack and a double plate vest just from these lockers right here. Another medium backpack. Oh my god, a 3-plate vest, and we've got a 1st edition comic book. What the hell? This is crazy. This is amazing loot. Look at that. So we've got 2 things. We've got one thing that's worth 1,500, and then we have this which is worth 20. So we're just going to throw that down because we don't really need it. But wow, that's a really good start. We've got a 3-plate vest and a large backpack, and we're 4 minutes into the game. Look at that, just from this one building here in Popoff Power. Let me show you guys exactly where it is. It's this building right here. Okay, let's just have a look in the rest of these. We got another medium rucksack. Oh my god, the loot up here is crazy. Who would think that you find this much good loot from simply looting some lockers? So I'm just looking at the map, and it does look like there's a lot of people that's already coming into tier 3. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go into tier 3 now and loot up from now, just so that people don't steal all of the loot and that we actually are able to get some stuff. And then after we loot here, we'll go and we'll check the cranes afterwards and see if we can find anything from there. So essentially, when you're in tier 3, you just want to pretty much run around with your depth perception on, and then you guys can pretty much see all these buildings as you're running past. Be very careful, and this is why I said you're going to want to have stamina up as well. And if you have the scorch case, this is going to make things so much easier because you can just simply fly around. So we're pretty much just going to sort of drive by these buildings, pretty much just peek in, see if we can see anything. If not, then we're just going to keep on moving. We can see some chests in here, so we're just going to loot the chest real quick. And this is pretty much what we're just going to do throughout the whole of tier 3, is just go around and simply loot. We do have another chest over there. And as I said, if you are moving fast, then you can avoid a lot of the zombies. And especially if you have the scorcher case, every time you fly, it breaks contact with the zombies and then they start spawning somewhere else. So it does give you a lot of time and it is really useful. So again, we're just going to keep on running around and looting. And look, so far, we've managed to get a few chests and pretty much quite a lot of loot just straight off the bat. We have another chest up here. And we got a self-revive, monkey bomb, turret, loads of stuff, loads of stuff. We got a gas mask. We do have a chest there, so we're going to throw a decoy just so we can get this nice and easy. We have another self-revive. Throw this stuff down. We've got a few chests in here. Nothing really in that one. We got another one over there. We're just going to throw a decoy to break contact with these zombies. Give us some time to loot these. Got a Casimir right here. And this is why the Scorcher is also really good, because you can check the rooftops like really easy. A lot of the times these rooftops have a lot of chests, like you can see here, we found one. And it's really easy to find once you're just in the air floating around. Now, as you guys are running around looting, you're going to find a lot of these turret circuits. So I'd highly suggest to sort of putting them out and using them when you do find them, because it's going to make your life so much easier when looting, because when the zombies are kind of around in that area, then this turret will just pretty much kill them out. And especially if you're not running with a gun, it's going to make your life way easier. We have a chest here. Quite a few things. And look at that, it's going to take out that Mega Abomination with ease. And he's going to die any second now. Turret's putting a lot of work in on him. Then we can go down, grab his loot, see what he dropped for us. Free plate vest. So if we didn't get a free plate vest, that would have been a really good way of getting one. And then as you guys can see, that turret is pretty much just killing all of these zombies, pretty much just protecting me. So it's always good to sort of activate them if you do have the turrets when you see them. We're just going to put another turret circuit in this one. There's quite a few zombies around that it's going to be able to kill. And we have another Mega Abomination that's spawning here, which is going to kill, which is absolutely amazing. So if we just run around and let that turret circuit pretty much do all the work, everything else will die, making our life super easy. And if you do have a gun that you're trying to rank up, this is obviously going to count as kills for that gun as well, which is going to make ranking up weapons super easy as well. So just definitely try and pay attention to those turret circuits, especially when you are doing this, because it's going to make your life so much easier. And look at that, it's just killing everything. I don't have to do anything, guys. Literally, I don't have to do anything. Manglers, mimics, Mega Abominations, I don't have to worry. And every single turret circuit you put in one of those turrets lasts for 2 minutes. So you guys can put pretty much like 3 or 4 in one turret and have one turret going for about 6 to 8 minutes long if you really wanted to. And this is why depth perception is a godsend. Just look at this. We don't have to loot the building. We can see exactly where the important chest is, and we can go straight after that. We got speed cola, which is good. And then don't forget, you guys can also loot these other stuff as well. Sometimes you do find pretty good things in these other chests, so don't just sort of like count them out. Do check them out, because sometimes you can find things that are pretty good. We have a legendary Aether tool right there. Look at that, guys, a legendary Aether tool. And then we got another self-revive as well. So we're gonna swap. What are we gonna swap? I don't really want to swap anything for this self-revive, to be honest, but we'll swap it with this. So as you can see, our tombstone is there. I'm not going to interact with that until the end of the game, because it will put our money in there. And I do want to see how much money we're able to loot up as well just from doing this. I mean, there has been a lot of money that we could have got that we haven't actually gone for. For example, every time we fly in the Scorcher, every time we go up in the sky, I can see money that we could sort of fly over. I just haven't been doing it, so we probably could have way more money by now as well. I would say at least like 15,000. And again, like, we haven't also been checking all of the cash registers that we've been going past as well, and those sometimes have quite a lot of money in them. Got another chest here, zombies behind me. The Aether Blade is definitely a godsend. I would love to take another turret circuit, but right now we can't really hold it. So all of these buildings around here are gonna have loot, guys. It's just about whether or not you guys actually want to go ahead and look for the loot or not. So we do have another perk, which is quick revive. I do kind of want to pick it up, but I can't hold it at the moment, unfortunately, and I don't really know what to get rid of at this point. I do kind of want to hold some of this stuff, so we probably will get rid of this. I did want to sell it at a buy station because that is an extra sort of 1,500 that can go onto our money, but we'll just take this for now. We do know that we could have got way more money doing this method than what we're going to have at the end of the game anyway, so I'm not going to dwell on the amount of funds we have. I mainly just want to see what sort of stuff we can get in the backpack by the end of the game. We have a chest in here, another torrent circuit, got another chest in here, and as I said, guys, there's pretty much almost every building in tier 3 is going to have one of these chests for you guys to loot, and you guys can find pretty good loot from it, so don't ignore it. Don't ignore it at all. Okay, so we have a lot of zombies coming, so we're just going to crowd control these zombies with our knife real quick. We got another quick revive, got a rare Aether tool. Can't really swap this with anything, but I will swap it with that. We could really get rid of the free armor plate. We've got 3 of them so far this game anyway. I'm just kind of holding it because it is gold, and I do like the fact that it's extra gold stuff in the backpack. But because we have got a few of them, I really could drop them, to be honest. I mean, we do know that we've come across them. There's no real need of holding it. It's not like I can exfil with it anyway. So I might actually get rid of the armor when we do come across something that's pretty good. Okay, so we'll probably come back to tier 3 in a little while. I do want to go over to the tier 2 cranes. Because there is sometimes really good loot over there. I have found a few legendary tools over there, so I do want to go and see if we can find any loot over there before it gets too late in the game. So this is the building that I was talking about. So if you guys come right here in the tier 2 zone, this building does normally have some good loot. Sometimes you can find some good loot on the roof, and guys can also find some good loot down below on the bottom floor as well. Now, it's not 100% that you're always going to find really good loot here, but it is quite often that I do find some good loot here, so I would suggest to come and check it out if you guys do want to. But as you guys can see, look, the first chest that we found, and we get a large backpack. Absolutely amazing. And we can just run around and see what we find. There's another chest over here. We've got a double plate vest, couple armor plates, another double plate vest. So as you guys can see, pretty good loot up here already. Gas mask and a cluster mine. Another Casimir. I think I saw one over here somewhere. Yep, there's one here. Another self-revive in there. We might have to get that in a second because we might go down. So there's a decent amount of loot up here for sure. And as I said, sometimes you can definitely find better loot, and then sometimes it might not be that great. It's pretty much sometime-ish, but when you do find good loot, you actually really do find some good loot, guys. So definitely check that building out if you want to. And as I said as well, downstairs is pretty much the same thing. Sometimes you can find some chests down here. It's not 100% spawn, and look at that, we got a Lockwood gold one straight off the bat. So a gold weapon as well in this building, which is actually pretty good. We have another chest over here, got a knife and an EBR. And then sometimes you can also find chests around the general area, like around here as well. So I'm not sure if you guys saw the video that I posted the other day as well, where I showed a method where you can constantly kill the Stormcaller over and over again. This is also a really good method in order to sort of get some rare consumables and stuff like that. So all you got to do in order to make this work is pretty much just go past him and then make him fly after you. Now, if he does the animation that he just done right there, it's not going to work. So you want to drive close enough so that he gets activated to follow you, but not close enough for him to do that animation. And then it will work. So if he follows us now, just drive straight out, and then we'll stop here. And then what will happen is he's not going to have enough time to get back into the storm, so he's just going to completely die out. But because he's going to completely die out, what it means is that now he's actually going to spawn back in there again. So it's a really easy way of just constantly farming him over and over again. Got the golden skull there as well. So we'll just drop this, pick up the skull, kill a few more of these zombies. I do want to pick up the rare Aether tool as well, just because. Stormcaller's there. Drive close enough to him to activate, but not close enough for him to do the animation. He's going to fly out, keep on driving, stop with enough distance for him to not get back in time, and then you guys will just see he's going to die out again, and we can go ahead and loot him again. So this time we're going to drop a few more things. We're going to drop the monkey bombs so we can pick up another golden skull, and then I think we also got a large backpack, it looks like, from that time. And you guys can do this over and over and over again. There's no limit to the amount of times you guys can do this. As you guys can see, we have a large rucksack there. We've had so much items this game. A real zero to hero type game, I would say. And it's really easy to do. We haven't done any contracts or anything like that, and we still have 12,000 essence. We would have had so much more essence if we took all the chances to get the essence that we had, but we just didn't really. When you guys are doing this method, make sure you are going to refuel all the time. And look, the Stormcaller followed us out and he's going to die right here. So another easy Stormcaller kill just like that. And we didn't even think we was killing him that go around. I wasn't expecting to. And that's another golden skull, and we got another death perception perk as well. So much stuff that we can't even hold these things. Yeah, we got so much stuff we can't even hold the stuff, literally, guys. Now you guys can go ahead and pick up those golden skulls and sell them for 5,000 a pop, and depending on how much times you do this, you guys can rack up a whole heap of money that way, I promise you. So we're probably just going to leave that golden skull on the floor because we can't hold it right now, but we're going to go in and activate him one more time. And there was a lot of you that were saying that this method don't actually work anymore, but clearly it does, guys. It's all about the timing and just trying to get it right. It does take some time in order to get it right over and over again. So I got this guy that's joined me. Hopefully we can do this one more time. Drive close enough to him for him to follow, but not close enough for him to kill. Drive far enough out of the storm, and we're gonna get him again. Hopefully this guy don't shoot. Hopefully he understands what I'm trying to do here. And he's gonna die out again. Look at that. And we got a refined Ethereum crystal. That's pretty good. We got a rare Ethereum crystal, which is also pretty good. You guys can literally sit there all game just doing that if you wanted to, rather than going around and looting. And you're probably going to get a lot more things a lot faster as well. So as I said, we did get 4 skulls, but we only picked up 2. We got a lot of stuff this game. We've got 2 of these crystals. We only picked up 1. We've got 1 of these crystals. We've had 1 legendary Aether tool. We've had about 3 or 4 rare Aether tools. We've had, I think, 1 or 2 epic Aether tools as well. As well as that, we've had a whole bunch of perks. A lot of the ones we didn't pick up as well. We've had just so much stuff this game, guys. I've given you guys around 3 different methods in which you guys can loot to get some of these rare consumable items and some of the best loot in the game. So definitely use these options because they are really good options. And you guys, it's not always about just coming in and sort of doing your bounty contracts and stuff like that. There is other ways that you guys can loot up and get things. And that's the whole reason for today's video. Simply to show you guys that there are other ways of actually going ahead and getting some of these rare loot in this game. Now the dark ether is also a really good place in order for you guys to loot. I will have a separate guide on how to loot the dark ether, simply because I know a lot of you do have problems when going in there, and you know, you might not feel confident to go in there. So I'm going to show you guys a full guide on how I do it when I do it, so you guys can go in there with confidence and pretty much just get on with no problems. We'll just break all of this stuff, throw all of this stuff on the floor, and we're just going to go ahead and exfil with all of these items. So we can't exfil with those, so we'll just leave them on the floor. What's happened? The game's frozen. Okay guys, so the game is frozen. Oh wow. Okay, lovely. Absolutely amazing. So we've lost our tombstone and we lost all of our stuff, so that really does suck, but at least the video isn't corrupted or anything like that. So I'm still going to be able to get this video out for you guys. You guys can see that it worked. I'd highly suggest that you guys try it out. It is unfortunate that we didn't get to exfil with any of these items, and it is very unfortunate that I've now lost my tombstone as well. That really does suck, but hey, we get these crashes non-stop with this game. I've come accustomed to it at this point. I'm not even surprised anymore. I just really wish that they would actually do something about it rather than us having to just pretty much just get on with it, because it's actually quite frustrating. And as you guys can see, it's really inconvenient as well. We was in the middle of a video and boom, it's just stopped us right in our tracks. So let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. If this video was helpful in any shape, way or form, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. I'm gonna stay just so you guys can see when I load back up if I do have my items or not. I'm pretty much 100% sure we're not going to have anything, which is going to suck, but let's just have a quick look before we actually end today's video. So come on, fingers crossed, and everything's gone. So we pretty much just wasted a whole hour and we're down now because we did lose the tombstone, but hey, what can we do? Anyways guys, like, comment, share and subscribe for me. Anyways, that's it for me. It's been your boy Phurz. I'm out. Peace.
Let it go, make my body go. Take our bodies higher and higher.